Alright guys, welcome to my channel. So in today's video we'll go through the whole thing about the verification process for KYC. So if you come across this message on your app, you should consider yourself one of the luckiest people in the planet, because there's so many millions of people waiting to see this message. So this is a crucial process. And you need to make sure that you don't make any error throughout the process, because the problem is, if you make an error, trying to correct it is going to be a big issue. It's going to take a very long time, and your application is going to be stuck there, and getting it approved is going to be a nightmare. So I would say just make sure you take your time and do it properly. So however, I'm going to go through this with you step by step throughout the process, and you can follow me. Now before we go ahead, you should know, you should have, there's this 1 2 3 which says you should have the Pi browser installed, and then there's a few other conditions where you have to activate your wallet and everything. I assume you have already done those. So if you haven't done those, you make sure you watch my other videos on my channel. So there you will have all the instructions of how to complete those 3 processes, the 1 2 3. And then once you're here, you only have 15 minutes to start the process. So I would suggest, if you have gone through all those 1 2 3 processes, just right away start the process. And it's quite important. And once you start the process, you need to open the Pi browser. First step of your application is going to be about your ID. This is for the verification process. Make sure you represent who you are. You need to make sure you take a photo that's very clear and very visible. All the information on that photo should be very clear. The ID should be something that is approved by your government. So I would suggest use your passport or your driver's license. National identification card should be fine, but as long as it is in English language. But I would always go with the passport or the driver's license. Again, you only have 5 minutes to complete this part of the verification process. It's going to be the same in every part of the process. So you should make sure you have all the documents necessary and readily available to upload. In next step, you'll have to fill out a form. In this step, you have to fill out all the details that matching your ID that you had uploaded on your previous step. Be careful when entering the details. When you're entering the details, make sure it is exactly the same information that's on the ID that you uploaded on your previous step. So every data has to match exactly. If anything goes wrong there, you'll have a hard time trying to fix it, and probably it's gonna take months and months until they send you a resubmission. Again, through the resubmission, it's going to be more issues. So just be very careful when entering the details. So this step is about confirming your identity. So you should follow the steps as on the screen. Most probably you'll be asked to provide a live selfie of yourself, or a little video about a live video of yourself. It again depends on the updates, probably a new version, newer requirements there, so it could change every time. So make sure you're ready for that too. In this step, you'll be asked to make a payment for the KYC application. So when it comes to payment, it's not real-time money. You'll be paying out of your Pi coins that you have accumulated. Automatically be deducted once your application goes through and is being approved, and once you're being transferred to the mainnet. We only charged 1 Pi coin for this transaction. It's just a whole part of this verification process. So this is the next step of your KYC process. Here you will validate your identity to ensure the integrity of the Pi network. You need to choose the country as mentioned on your ID. Once you choose the country, it will go through the process of verifying the document and take you on to the next stage. But before you go through the next step, they'll be asking for your consent for the KYC application. So that's mainly because KYC application is a third-party app. So you have to give them the consent to provide all your information and everything. So in that stage, you have to approve it, or else your KYC application won't go through. It will be a failure. Once you have consented, it it'll come up with this message. So it's gonna say you for what other reasons you have consented. So one of those is going to be to authenticate your app with your Pi account, and then it's your username and what was your role in your whole thing. So those are the 3 things that you have consented. Then just press dismiss after that. I've gone through all the steps of the KYC application and it has been submitted. So you do remember I was talking about the steps 1, 2, 3 earlier at the beginning of this video. So this is the 4th, 5th and 6th steps of the complete KYC application. So now what you have to do is you just have to sit back and wait for your approval. Once your approval is there, you should get a message something like this. So now that you're done and dusted with your KYC application, you've passed it, so you've got more options coming. So right down there you can see you can become a validator. This means you can start validating KYC applications, which is really a good thing. So finally, we've just come to the end of the video, taking you through the whole process of the KYC application. If you do have any questions regarding this, please do leave them in the comment section. And also guys, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I'll always reply to all your comments, and looking forward to seeing you on the next video. Good day guys.